Good morning, student. Welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss about a new concept of physics that is known as projectile motion, and it is the application of two-dimensional motion. Motion in 2D. We already discussed motion in one-dimensional motion. That means motion along x-axis means horizontal direction, and one dimensional motion also, that is motion under gravity means vertical motion. Now we will discuss projectile motion. Means it is the combination of one dimensional plus one dimensional, which is two dimensional motion. Clear? So in projectile motion we discuss here, suppose in two dimensional case, suppose this is x axis and here this is y axis. Clear? Okay. First we will discuss here, if we project a projectile or if we project a body into space, then what is the path of the projectile if we project it different angle? Suppose if we project projectile in particularly upward direction, then in this case here the acceleration due to gravity always towards ground, means downward direction, and in this case this the direction of acceleration is downward and initial velocity upward direction, means here theta is 0 degree, means the angle between initial velocity and acceleration due to gravity is 180 degree, here 180 degree. But in this case we will discuss when the angle between initial velocity and acceleration should not be equal to, theta does not equal to 0 or theta does not equal 180 degree, means we have to project the projectile in such a angle that when angle between initial velocity and acceleration due to gravity, suppose this angle is theta and this angle which is neither 0 degree nor 180 degree. Clear? That type of motion is known as projectile motion. Clear? We will discuss in circular motion case, if this is the direction of velocity of a projectile or particle, and if acceleration which is opposite to its velocity, means acceleration this direction, then here the speed of the particle decrease, and if acceleration which perpendicular to the direction of initial velocity, means this is the direction of acceleration, then it provide to move in a particle in a circular path. Clear? So now discuss here, suppose if we project a particle into space at an angle theta with initial velocity u here and this angle theta, we have to find here what is the path of the projectile. If we project projectile at an angle theta, then its path is straight line. If we project at an angle 180 degree, then also its path is a straight line. But when we project it at an angle theta, then we have to find here what is the path of the projectile. So here the projectile fire at an angle theta with initial speed e, initial speed u, then it will describe a path like this. And we have to show that this path is a parabola or parabolic path. We have to prove this path of the projectile is a parabola. Clear? So in this case we have to assume only one influence, and that force, the influence on the particle only one, that is known as acceleration due to gravity or gravitational force. Clear? And air resistance in this case we have to neglect. So the gravity always in downward direction, means this is the direction of g and this is in the direction of initial velocity. So in this case the angle between initial velocity u and g is theta, and this angle is theta, or you can say this angle which is less than 180. Clear? So if you resolve this acceleration due to gravity in two component, then this angle is theta and you can draw then this angle theta, and its vertical opposite angle also theta, means this angle theta. So this angle how much? This angle will be 90 minus theta. This is 90 degree minus theta. Clear? So this is another one component, and this component you can say this is perpendicular component of acceleration to the velocity, or you can write this is g perpendicular, and this component is here g parallel. Clear? And this perpendicular component which provide the projectile, provide the body to move in this curved path. Clear? And this parallel component which always decrease the velocity of the projectile u. Clear? So in this case, when if you want to project, or if you want to write its rectangular component of initial velocity along horizontal direction, this x-axis is known as horizontal direction, and y-axis taken to be vertical direction. Vertical direction. So projectile motion means it is the combination of horizontal motion and vertical motion is known as projectile motion. So if you resolve this component, resolve this velocity, initial velocity, into two rectangular component along x-axis and y-axis, then this component can be write, and it can be write that is u cos theta, and the vertical component of initial velocity along y-axis u sin theta. Clear? And acceleration due to gravity always in downward direction. This is g. Clear? So from this diagram we conclude that the acceleration due to gravity always in vertical direction means always along y-axis, but there is no acceleration along horizontal direction. Why? Because there is no force along horizontal direction, only force acting on the projectile vertical direction due to gravity. Clear? So if this component is u cos theta, or you can write this component, suppose ux means initial velocity of the projectile along horizontal direction, and where uy means initial velocity of the projectile along vertical direction. So ux here, if you compare, this is x-axis and this is for y-axis. So in this case, initial velocity we can write uy equal to u sin theta. Clear? And ux equal to u cos theta. Next, acceleration along vertical direction is acceleration due to gravity, or we can write that is ay, acceleration along vertical direction, which is equal to g, but all the vector quantity which are upward direction are taken to be positive, but downward direction are taken to be negative. So you can write minus g. Next, acceleration along x-axis or horizontal direction is 0. Clear? So that if acceleration of a body is 0 along horizontal direction, means the horizontal velocity of a projectile is always constant. Why? Because acceleration is change in velocity along horizontal direction. So there is no change in velocity, so that acceleration is 0. That means if choose another one point here, suppose projectile reach at this point, suppose P. If you draw and the direction of velocity at that point, first we have to draw a tangent at that point. So this is tangent, and this tangent gives the direction of velocity, and this is known as instantaneous velocity at particular point P. Clear? So this instantaneous velocity can be write its two rectangular component along x-axis, and this component is again u cos theta. Why? Because along x axis or horizontal direction there is no acceleration, means velocity constant. So here initial velocity, this direction is u cos theta, and again here u cos theta, and at this point also u cos theta. Why? Acceleration is 0. Clear? But acceleration along vertical direction is g, which is downward direction, and here the direction of velocity, direction of initial velocity upward and acceleration downward, and angle between them is 180 degree. Now as the velocity of the particle or speed of the particle along vertical direction decrease gradually, and when projectile reach at its maximum height, or maximum height means maximum distance from the reference line, then here the vertical component of the projectile will be 0. So here initial velocity is u sin theta, again this initial velocity decrease and again decrease and again decrease, and at topmost point here initial velocity means here the velocity along y axis you can write Vy equal to 0. But along horizontal direction this is also u sin theta. Clear? Okay. Now when particle reach at maximum height, again the particle move towards this direction, and while particle moving downward direction, at that time its velocity again increase in vertical direction. So suppose if we take another one point is q here, then in this case first we have to draw a tangent which give the direction of velocity, instantaneous velocity, and if you draw its two rectangular component, then along x axis this component is constant, that is u sin theta, but along y axis this component is velocity vector is here. So and again if you draw another point is here, then this is the direction of velocity, but this horizontal component constant u sin theta, again this velocity along y axis increase. Clear? So initially this velocity like small, then increase, then again increase, and when it reach or before hitting the ground, then its velocity will be equal as its initial velocity. So while this particle or projectile before hitting the ground, this is known as horizontal component, again u sin theta, but vertical component, this vertical component will be equal as your u sin theta. Clear? Why? We already know for same horizontal level the velocity of the particle will be same. Suppose this is ground level and here the velocity is u, and while particle moving in this direction, then its velocity in downward direction at the same horizontal level will be u, but negative sign here, so that its velocity upward direction u sin theta and downward direction u sin theta also. Clear? Good morning student, welcome to my class. Today we will start a new chapter, or it is the application of two dimension. This is known as projectile motion. So what is projectile motion? Actually it is the combination of both horizontal and vertical motion is known as projectile motion. We already discussed motion in one dimension. Suppose this is one dimensional motion, and in this case this is the direction of velocity, and suppose this is direction of acceleration here, and angle between them is 180 degree. So at that time the velocity of the projectile, velocity of the particle or body decrease. Clear? Okay. And if this is the direction of velocity of a body, and acceleration, if this direction means angle between them is 90 degree, and this case we will discuss your circular motion chapter. So in this case this acceleration provide the particle to move in a circular path. Clear? So in projectile motion case we deals with, if suppose this is the initial velocity of a projectile which fired at any angle, suppose here angle should not be equal to 0 degree or angle should not be equal 180 degree, means this is the direction of G, acceleration due to gravity always downward direction. So at that time we will discuss the projectile motion. Clear? So it is the combination of one dimensional motion plus one dimensional motion, means this is one dimensional motion along horizontal motion plus one dimensional motion along vertical motion, and its combined effect will be, that is its combined effect is known as projectile motion. Clear? This is one dimensional along horizontal, this is one dimensional along vertical, and this is known as two dimensional motion in x axis and y axis, and that motion is known as projectile motion. So in this case we have to assume there is only one influence on the body, and that influence which provided by acceleration due to gravity or gravitational force, and in this case other external force we have to neglect here. Clear? So suppose this is y axis and this is x axis. If you project a body or projectile into space with initial velocity u at an angle theta with horizontal direction, this is horizontal direction, and this direction is vertical direction. Clear? So in this case the acceleration due to gravity always downward, means this direction. Clear? Is g, and if you want to find its rectangular component of g, then if this angle theta means this angle also theta, and this angle 90 minus theta. If you resolve its two rectangular component, then this component, suppose this is parallel to initial velocity u, so I am writing here g parallel, and this can we write g perpendicular. So this parallel means the parallel component of acceleration due to gravity, which is 180 degree with the initial velocity, so that this parallel component always try to decrease the velocity of the projectile, but this perpendicular component which always provide the projectile to move in a circular path or in curve path. Clear? And this curve path we can draw here, this curve path will be like this. Clear? Okay, so if I want to draw the rectangular component of initial velocity along horizontal and vertical direction, then we have to draw first here, this angle is 90, initial velocity u, along horizontal component we can write u cos theta, and its vertical, this is vertical component of initial velocity u sin theta. Clear? And if I want to write x axis, and here this is y axis, and this component along x axis, so we can write this component initial velocity of the projectile along x axis is ux, and ux is here u cos theta. Similarly vertical component along y axis uy means initial velocity of the projectile u sin theta. Next point, acceleration due to gravity always in downward. This is the direction of acceleration due to gravity. So there is no force along the horizontal direction, so acceleration along the horizontal direction will be 0 throughout the motion. So we have to assume here the acceleration along x axis always 0, because in this direction there is no external force, but in vertical direction the projectile experience a force which is downward direction and acceleration which is downward, and all the vector quantity which upward direction from the reference level or reference line are taken to be positive, below the reference line are taken to be negative. But in y direction the acceleration is 180 degrees here due with u sin theta, means this is uy initial velocity. So in this case, sorry, here ax equal to 0, but here ay which always downward direction and taken to be negative, that is minus g. Clear? Okay. Next point, if acceleration along x-axis is 0, acceleration 0 means velocity along this respective direction is constant quantity. So we can write here u cos theta along horizontal, and this component always constant. Why? Because acceleration this direction is 0. Now come to y direction. The acceleration always downward direction and constant value g, so that its speed decrease along vertical direction. Means suppose this is initial velocity along y direction, u sin theta. If you take another one point here, suppose this point, now we have to find the direction of velocity at that point. So first we have to draw a tangent. This point, this is tangent which give the direction of velocity, and its two component along x-axis and this component along y-axis, and this component u cos theta always constant. But along y-axis, this is initial velocity, again decrease because acceleration downward, and here this component you can write means vy. Clear? Because acceleration downward direction. So if you take another one point here, then this point also horizontal component is constant u cos theta, but vertical component will be again decrease. This is initial, again decrease, again decrease. For maximum height at that point, the horizontal component, this direction ux is constant. So here u cos theta always constant this direction, but at maximum height, acceleration due to gravity again downward direction, and the vertical velocity along y-axis at maximum height you can write vy is 0 here. Clear? Now particle again moving downward direction, and because acceleration downward direction, so its speed or velocity along y-axis again increase. Initially small value, again increase, and while it before hitting the ground, its velocity will be how much? U sin theta. Clear? Why? Because same horizontal level from the reference line. Suppose here initial velocity u, and while particle reach this point in downward direction, its velocity will be u, but negative sign. Similarly, if this velocity upward direction u sin theta, then this point also velocity downward direction u sin theta. Clear? But horizontal velocity again constant, means u cos theta is constant throughout the motion. Clear? And this is known as the graphical representation of a projectile motion. So if I want to write the definition of projectile motion, it is the combination of horizontal motion and vertical motion is known as projectile motion. And this is horizontal, this direction horizontal motion means here initial speed how much, that is u cos theta plus this is one dimensional, and again plus vertical direction and initial velocity, this is vertical, but here initial velocity u sin theta, and this is also one dimensional along vertical direction, one dimension plus one dimension, we get here two dimensional motion, and that two dimensional motion is known as projectile motion. Clear? Okay. So we have to find here, if this projectile travel this direction throughout its journey, then what is the path of the projectile in this case? So first we have to derive here a equation, and that equation which indicate the path of the projectile. Clear? Okay. So equation for trajectory, equation of trajectory of projectile, or you can write equation path of projectile. Clear? Trajectory means path. So in this case, first we have to draw a clear diagram. X axis, this is y axis, and this is initial velocity of a projectile which fired into space, and this is origin at an angle theta with horizontal direction, and it describes a path like this. We have to show that this path is a parabolic or parabola path. Clear? This is x axis. Now its component we already discussed here, this component u cos theta, and this component vertical direction uy, that is u sin theta, and this component ux always constant, but this component along y axis decrease, and this point will be 0. Now we have to use here kinematic relation, and what is the condition for which we can use kinematic relation? The condition is that if acceleration of a body is constant, for constant acceleration we can apply 4 kinematic relation. So kinematic relation we have to apply here along x axis, and we have to apply along y axis is here. Clear? So for x axis, this is x axis, we have to write all the parameter along x axis, this is y axis, and we have to write all the parameter in this case. So along x axis, initial velocity ux and final velocity also ux, and vx along x axis is constant, that is u cos theta. Acceleration along x axis is 0. Similarly for y axis, uy equal to u sin theta. Clear? And acceleration along this direction means vertical direction uy equal to minus g. First we have to take x axis motion along x axis. So in this case, this is the path of the projectile, this path. Suppose at any instant of time t, the projectile at this point, at this point suppose p, its coordinate from x axis and y axis, that is x comma y, means from x axis this distance is x, and from y axis this distance is y. So we have to find a relation containing x and y. Clear? Okay. So along x axis we have to use your kinematic relation, that is s equal to ut plus half at square. For x axis we have to write as x here, ux and ax into t square, and it will take time t to reach at that point p, so time t. Clear? So as x we can write along x axis, means this x is here x, so you can write here x equal to uxt, ux is here u cos theta, into time t plus 1 by 2 ax. Acceleration along x axis is 0 into t square. Then we can write here x equal to u cos theta into t, and we can write time taken to reach at that point x t equal to how much? That is x divided by u cos theta. This is equation number 1. Next, along y axis, again we have to use the same relation as y equal to uy ut plus 1 by 2 ay t square. Now use all the value, but along y axis we have to write sy, can we write y equal uy, initial velocity along y axis u sin theta, u sin theta into time t plus 1 by 2, acceleration is negative here, so minus g into time t square, because the particle take time to reach this point from, suppose this is 0 to this point, will be same along x axis and again will be same along the y axis, means this direction. Clear? So here time t and this time t is equal. Now we have to write, you can replace this term in place of time t and t time here. So you can write here y equal to u sin theta into time t, t is x divided by u cos theta, u cos theta minus 1 by 2 gt square, means minus g by 2 into t square, t is here x by u cos theta. So you can write directly u square divided by, x square divided by u square cos square theta. This is a relation. Clear? If you solve this relation, then we can write y equal to u, and u is here, then u cancel, then sin theta by cos theta equal to tan theta, x tan theta minus, and here 1 by 2 x square u square cos square theta, I am writing this term, so g divided by 2 u square cos square theta, 2 u square cos square theta into x square. Now if we take this term towards left side, then we can write g divided by 2 u square cos square theta into x square minus, and here this will be plus, then again here x tan theta can be write minus tan theta into x plus y equal to 0. Clear? So this relation is just like a quadratic equation, because if we take this quantity is constant, and if we choose here initial velocity u, because here initial velocity u, theta and x and y, here theta, initial velocity, y and x, here 4 variable. Clear? And we already have relation, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation where only one variable is here x, but it has 2 roots. So similarly, if we constant theta, initial velocity and y, at that time we have to write this expression. This expression is a quadratic equation in x. So if this quantity is suppose I am taking here, this quantity is capital A and this quantity is suppose capital B, then this relation can be write, that is ax square minus here, that is bx plus y equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Clear? And in this quadratic equation, a is here constant quantity and b is also constant quantity, y is here constant quantity. Okay. So in this case, here the maximum power of x is 2, maximum power of y is 1 is here. So this is also the equation of a parabola. And the symmetry about which equation? The symmetry about, we have to first write the maximum power 2, or I am writing here this relation ax square minus bx plus y equal to 0, and here the maximum power of x is 2 and the maximum power of y is 2. So we have to draw a we have to draw a graph here, and that graph which give the symmetry about this y axis, means if you solve this relation rearrange another term. Suppose y equal to, we can write here, that is y equal to how much? That is bx minus ax square, and here maximum power is 2 and maximum power is 1. Then the graph will be like this, because if there is this term, if we neglect this term, suppose if we neglect this term, then we will get y equal to, that is minus ax square. If this term will be 0, then y equal to minus x square means y which directly proportional to negative sign of x square, and this is quadratic equation. But the symmetry about y axis means there a negative sign, then graph will be like this. But here there is another term, so you have to use your shifting method. So in this case, if you want to write this y equal to 0, suppose this y equal to 0 means y equal to 0, then this term will be bx equal to how much? Ax square, or bx minus ax equal to 0, or x equal to b minus ax equal to 0, or x equal to 0, or we can write x equal to how much? That is b by a. Means if the value of y is 0, then it will cut 2 points along x axis, x equal to 0 this point, and x equal to b minus a means this point. So graph can be shifted, and this maximum displacement will be here, so we can draw a graph like this. Clear? So this graph show the parabolic nature of the projectile. So this graph is compared to this graph. That means this equation is the equation of a parabola. Clear? So we conclude from this graph or nature, this equation is a parabola. This is parabola equation. That means the value of 1, if you use here, all the quantity are constant here. If I want to write the value of y is 1, suppose this value is constant, here we get the value of x, that is 2 root. We already discussed, if there is relation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, there is 2 root alpha and another root beta. So how can we find alpha plus beta? 2 root means, so here this is x axis. So in this case, for a particular value of y, this value of y, we get here 2 value of x. Suppose this distance we can write x1, and this distance we can write x2, means for a particular value of y, here we get 2 value of x. Clear? So you can write this relation x1 and this relation x2, means this is 1 root, another 1 root. So x1 plus x2 will be how much? If we want to solve this relation, then we will get alpha plus beta means minus b by a, minus b by a. So this relation is b and this relation a, then you will get another one value. Or you can write x1 into x2 means c by a. So in this case, this is c and this is a. If you want to add x1 and this relation x2, then x1 plus x2 will discuss here, and it will be range of the projectile, means this is known as range of the projectile, and this is maximum height of the projectile, and this is path of the projectile. And we clear here and we discuss here, the path of the projectile is a parabola. So if we project a projectile into space with certain angle, initial velocity u, then it describe a parabolic path, and this is the expression of parabola nature. Clear? Okay. Now we have to find what is the maximum height attained by the projectile during its motion. So now let's start. The expression for maximum height. Maximum height, this height h, y-axis, x-axis, this is path of the projectile parabola, and initial velocity u is here, and this angle theta. Along x-axis, this component u cos theta, and along y-axis, this component is here u sin theta, and this is maximum height, and this maximum height is h. Now we have to find this expression for maximum height is here. Clear? Okay. This is vertical motion. So you have to take here only vertical motion. So along y-axis, here initial velocity uy equal to how much? That is u sin theta. but at maximum height the velocity along y direction which is 0, but there is only one direction horizontal, that is u cos theta. So here Vy along vertical direction or y axis is 0 and acceleration ay equal to minus g. Clear? If we want to use a kinematic relation, because acceleration along vertical direction is constant, so in this case v square minus u square equal to 2as along y direction, y and y. So vy square is here 0, so 0 minus uy square, uy means u sin theta, so you can write u square sin square theta equal to, and here 2ay is minus g, and sy means this distance along y axis, this distance is your x, so you have to write here this term is x and h, and this is positive. Why? Because this is initial point and this is final point. So if initial point lies below the final point, then height will taken to be positive, so this height will be positive here. Again this is minus and minus cancel, so h height, maximum height attained by projectile, you can write h equal to how much? That is u square sin square theta by 2g. This is maximum height attained by the projectile during its motion. Clear? And this maximum height which always depends on the theta, if theta equal to 90 degree, then here maximum height h max can be write u square sin square theta means 1 divided by 2g. This is maximum height. Or we already discussed, if we project a projectile into space at an angle 90 degree, then it will reach the maximum height which is equal to u square by 2g. This same relation. Clear? So this is the relation of maximum height attained by the projectile during its motion. Or you can remember this relation because this is uy equal to u sin theta. U sin theta is here. Or you can remember h max equal to u square is here, means u sin square theta. So you can write uy square. Clear? U square sin square theta, uy square divided by 2g. This is the maximum height attained by the projectile during its motion. So dear student, you have to remember this concept, how to use for projectile motion, what is initial velocity along y axis, initial velocity along horizontal direction means x axis. So you can apply this relation by using kinematic relation, you can solve this relation. Clear? Thank you all.